Right, so the last thing we want to look at here is applying the technique. So these questions are wordy questions. Again, we're going to look at some exam technique and how we can break these down and take the key information out of them. So the first question says, find three consecutive integers, that means one after another, and we know that integers are whole numbers, positive or negative, such that 3 times their sum equals the product of the large, I don't know. At this point, it's like my brain is getting all a little bit fuzzy. 3 times their sum product, it's too much. So we're going to break it down. We're going to take it bit by bit. 3 consecutive integers. Now, what does 3 consecutive integers look like? So should we pick like 2, 3, 4? Those are 3 consecutive integers, or 28, 29, 30. So we need to generalize. So in order to generalize our 3 consecutive integers, we don't know what they are. So we're going to call our first one X. I'm not going to go X, Y, and Z. Because they're consecutive, they are linked, they're one after another. So if you've got your first number as X, the number directly after that is going to be X plus 1. For example, 4, 5, and then the following number is 6, it's going to be X plus 2. I'm going to erase these because I don't know that those are the numbers. I just put those there just to help illustrate this point of the consecutive integers. So now I've got my 3 consecutive integers sorted. I better go back and read the question now, and I've got to focus on the second part that I was kind of putting off. Let's see. 3 times their sum. 3 times their sum. Now, sum, as you know, means add. Their refers to the number. So 3 times their sum. So I should add them. 3 times the, oh, hang on. 3 times their sum. So I better multiply all of that by 3. Equals the product, which means multiply, of the larger two. Now, which are the larger two? That guy and that guy. The product of them, we're going to multiply them. Okay, so what we've ended up here is an equation. It's not exactly simultaneous equations, but we did have to kind of piece the information together to find it. So let's see. X and X and X is 3x plus 3 is equal to X plus 1, X plus 2. At this stage, you just let your instinct take over and we do some bracket work. 9x plus 9 is equal to x squared plus x plus 2x plus 2. Maybe bring it all to one side, let it equal to 0. X squared, 1x and 2x is 3x. 3x minus 9x is minus 6x. 2 minus 9 is minus 7. Okay. So now I'm going to factorize the trinomial. Go back to algebra 1 if you need some help with that. 7 and 1, I think minus 7 and plus 1. So x is equal to 7 and x is equal to minus 1. Right. When you get into the algebra, you often just like you're going step by step and you're just doing the things you always do, and then you forget what you're actually asked. So always go back and read the question again at the end. It said find 3 consecutive integers. So I've got an x and an x, 2 x values, such that da 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 da, and then I did all that other stuff. So if x is 7, then x plus 1 is going to be 8, and x plus 2 is going to be 9. Or if x is minus 1, then x plus 1 is going to be 0, and x plus 2 is going to be 1. Now, you could check those if you want. 3 times their sum. 7 and 8 is 15, plus 9 is 24. So 3 times 24, is that equal to 8 times 9? Let me see. 3 times 24 is 60. 72 is equal to 72. We're on a winner with those guys. Let's check it here. 3 times their sum minus 3 times minus 1 plus 0. Oh, that's 0, isn't it? Yeah. 3 times their sum is the product of the larger two. And 0, that's just 0 is equal to 0. So those will work as well. All right. Next question is a little bit about hypotenuse, right angle triangle. We're going into geometry a little bit. Don't worry, it still is algebra, but we might have to draw a picture to get us started. Pause, write up your notes for this question, and then have a go at the question on the right-hand side. All right. So we set up Pythagoras' theorem because it was a right angle triangle. We subbed in, we did the maths, we took all the words out of the way and we dealt with algebra. Now we go back and read the question again. The question says, find the length of the shortest side. Now the shortest side we said was x. Now this is a length. Lengths can't be negative. So in this case, we need to reject this and write clearly that you are rejecting it or cross it out in some way. And the length x is equal to 9 is the only acceptable answer. If you didn't reject the negative number there, the negative answer, you would lose some marks because it's a length. Okay, so that's everything we have in that lesson. I'll see you in the next one.